Good morning, everyone. This is a very exciting but also slightly confusing video to make because we don't know how things are going to go over the next wee while. It's been really tough.
I'm hoping, but I really don't know. And that's scary.
So tomorrow is day 31 of my cycle.
It's one line. It's one line. So that's... I have had a Mirena IUD for the last 7 years, I think it is. So I had one for 5 years and then I have had this one for just over 2. And today I'm going to the doctor with my husband to get that removed. So we are going to start trying for a baby now-ish. Obviously I have no idea like where I am at in my cycle, because you don't really like have one when you're on Mirena, but you still have the hormonal fluctuations. So kind of got to figure that out first. I haven't had a period the whole time I've been on Mirena, which is kind of the point. It makes life very convenient, but I'm going to have to get used to that again, or maybe not, because maybe we'll get pregnant in the first month, which sounds crazy, but I know of people who've had that happen. So yeah, it's all a bit scary. It's all a bit nerve-wracking. Me being me, I sat down last night and with a whole bunch of spreadsheets, just like double, triple checked that financially we're still all good to get our house renovations finished and get into our next place before the baby comes, even if we were to get pregnant tomorrow. So it's all very exciting, and I'm sure I will update you guys soon on how things are going. It's all very exciting. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Alrighty. Ovulation test is negative. And pregnancy test is negative.
Okay, here we are. I have not done my makeup. Makeup from yesterday has been smudged by me crying this morning. I thought it was worth kind of jumping in and filming this now, because I feel that a lot of the time, what I was trying to say was that I feel that a lot of the time when people are doing videos about how they were trying to conceive, they kind of, you know, if it takes 6 months, let's say, they skip over those first few months quite quickly, and then they go, you know, oh, and then it was that month and I was feeling like this and I was feeling like that, and then here we go, like then we found out. But that first bit where it's not happening kind of gets skipped over quite quickly. And I would just say that having gotten my IUD out, I think it was 3.5 weeks ago, so not even 1 month in, and it's just really exhausting. Like, I told myself that I would be really patient. I don't know why I thought that. Just like magic, you know, I'll just be really patient. But it's been really tough. And I think that's because I firstly had an idea that like, okay, I'll get my IUD out. There'll be a period of time, maybe a week, 2-3 weeks. I'll have my period as I used to have it. And again, remember, I haven't had like a proper actual period for 7 years. So me trying to remember what that was like, I'm like, I know that I have a long cycle. Like I think at one point it was 35 days. I think it was averaging always around 31, 32. But for like a week, 7-8 days of that, I would have bleeding. So I was expecting that I would get my IUD out and then have a period like that, and then I would go, okay, now I can calculate out and say when I should be ovulating, and if we go based on 28 days to 35 days, it'll be a longer period. We make sure that things are happening regularly through that, and then we should be good, like it'll work. And I'm just less than a month in, and I don't know. And I don't know what I should be doing. So anyway, I am trying to not be discouraged or frustrated or stressed, because I know that that doesn't help things. but it is discouraging and frustrating and stressful. Alrighty, we have a whole committee assembled this time round.
And Bailey's here too.
Oh, Bailey's here too. We don't super think that it's going to be today, but we just wanted to check, so...
Bailey looks nervous.
That is a no. There we go.
Hey Bailey, you don't get to eat this.
You're still the only baby, Bailey. Okay. But next month. Next month.
You don't get picked up by me, do you?
What? Oh, where's the
We
baby?
just got him a new...
You just got this new collar, which has crayons on it.
Yeah.
Alright, hi guys. I thought I was done filming for the day. I just did another video not wearing this outfit. This is my awesome poncho that I got from Kmart. It is fantastic. Look at this. You can keep your whole face warm in there. But anyway, I put this on because it's just a little bit chilly today. My last cycle was 35 days. So there was actually a period there where I was like, am I pregnant? Because my period is like 4 days late. But after realizing, no, I'm not, and I got my period, because my cycle was so long, it then means that it's really not as clear when I'm going to be ovulating in my next cycle. Which is frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. So I looked at a few different kind of calculators and the reasoning behind them, and I'm now kind of going with somewhere halfway between those. But I still haven't managed to, in the last few months, catch on an ovulation test when I'm going to be ovulating. So I still haven't managed to catch it. I don't know if we missed it entirely or if it's still going to happen a week from now. I just don't know. And it's frustrating and it's upsetting. And stuff at work isn't going super awesome right now, and I'm trying to work through that, and it's cold, and some of my best friends left the country. Well, Bailey's having a great time. So yeah, I'm just feeling a bit kind of cruddy at the moment. I really am. That's right, Bailey, we're gonna shake it off. We're gonna go to the park. I've got a haircut this afternoon. We're gonna chill out. I love you. Thank you. You kissed me here, not here, don't worry. I'm hoping that after this I'm going to have some better news to report through. I'm just not counting on it, you know? I'm hoping, but I really don't know. And that's scary. Okay. Alright, thanks for listening guys, appreciate it. And we'll talk again soon. Okay, bye. Excuse me, dog. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hi guys, okay, this is terrible timing and I have like 30 seconds, but it is July and I am going to find out today results of my latest blood test, which the doctor said there's nothing like urgent, but she did want to have a phone appointment just to discuss with me. So this is just checking hormone stuff, so a little bit nervous, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Alrighty, I have just finished filming another fairly heavy video, but I just wanted to jump in here and do a little bit of an update. So it has been about 6 months since we started trying, and last month we did some hormone testing. So I knew nothing about this before like being sent for it by my doctor, but generally what they're testing is they're testing your estrogen levels at the beginning of your cycle and then your progesterone levels a week before your next cycle. Estrogen levels were good, progesterone levels were not. They're not terrible, but they're not good. So that's freaked me out a little bit, but I'm guessing, hoping, thinking that this is something that's fairly common that people deal with. So anyway, we are still not trying this month because I would then, if we did get pregnant this month, be 36 weeks pregnant at my sister's wedding, which is super not helpful. So anyway, we're going to do some more testing again this month, the same stuff, just to see if that was a fluke. Certain things will be not available to us until we've been trying for a year, but in the meantime, at least, my doctor is going to have all of the test results kind of documented, so that when we do get to that year point, if we get to that year point without getting pregnant,
we're kind of ready to go. We like know what the situation is, we know what's going on, so we know what needs to be done, etc. So in a way it still feels like we're at least making progress because we're getting test results together, but at the same time it's really hard because when you're 27, yeah, you kind of expect to be pregnant after 6 months. And I know that everyone's going to be jumping in saying that, you know, it took me this long, it took my friend this long, and, you know, some people can never get pregnant and you're only this young and you've got like another 10 years to get this sorted. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's still just really, really difficult and disappointing when you kind of imagine something for yourself and feel like it's extremely possible. And like you could easily make it happen, and then to have it ripped out from under you and told that it's actually not going to be that easy is just really, really hard. So yeah, I did a lot of crying about this last night. Spoke to my therapist about general stuff, including this. So yeah, 6 months in. Still going. It is September, so we have been trying for about 7 months now. I just had a call with my doctor because this was our 2nd month of doing hormone testing for progesterone. So that is meant to be a week before my period is due. And it was... Hi, buddy. You can't quite see, but I've got my foot. There we go. I've got my foot up here, and he's resting his head in like the crook of it. You are adorable, mister. This was the 2nd month where, again, it was ovulation possible for where my progesterone levels were. So it's not that it was unlikely or like not possible, but it also wasn't that it's like confirmed. So it's a little bit disappointing. And I just had a bit of a chat with her just to confirm kind of my assumptions about like the whole process for this and where we stand. So she still feels very, feels very confident that we could be pregnant within a year. She said the average time to get pregnant is 6 months, right? So we've just passed that. But for plenty of people, it's first time lucky, right? So it's probably a long tail, I would guess. And from all your experiences out there, there's probably quite a long tail of people who took a few years to get pregnant and then had like 5 kids, I don't think we want 5 kids. But anyway, I'm putting on my trying to be confident and smiling face so that I don't cry because it's still a very emotional time. But she's still very confident that we'll be pregnant within a year. But if not, then once we get to that year documented, then a whole bunch of resources open up to us here in New Zealand. And she's very confident that with a bit of help, if we are not pregnant by that point, with a little bit of help, we will then be pregnant. So she seems to have no worries about us getting pregnant eventually. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You can tell I need my dog's ears like he's dough when I am nervous. So you're getting so many pats today, aren't you, buddy? So that was good to hear. That makes me feel better. I also asked her straight up, I was like, before we go any further, is this super common? I just had to know. And she said, oh yeah, definitely. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's super common. She still feels quite confident that we could be pregnant within a year. If we're not pregnant within a year, she feels very confident that with a little bit of help that then becomes available to us after that year, that we will be pregnant. And as she says, I'm young, I'm healthy, there's no reason that we wouldn't be able to get pregnant. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. Alrighty, good morning. It's been 3 minutes. I haven't looked at this yet. I keep having dreams that this is going to be positive, right? And my period is late. I don't know exactly how late, just because my testing for ovulation was kind of all over the place. There was like 9 days in a row where it said that it was like high estrogen. So anyway,
progesterone levels were better than last month, but still didn't necessarily indicate ovulation. Yeah, a lot of kind of mixed signals, but here we are, so. Yeah, so that's not. That's just one line. I also waited until it was morning so that they say that first thing in the morning is best time to test, so. Kind of can't stop looking at it, imagining what it's going to look like when there's two lines, you know. That's okay. To be fair, it would have been quite inconvenient if it was actually this month, because I then would have been like 34 to 36 weeks pregnant at my sister's wedding, somewhere around there, which isn't ideal. Okay. Alrighty, we will hope that my period comes soon, and then see you next month.
Focus. Oh my god. Okay. I took my ovulation test yesterday, first thing, because I was like, okay, it's meant to be saying good stuff now, and it was blank. It was nothing. Today we have solid smiley face. This is the first time we've had solid smiley face. Which means that the estrogen and stuff is at like a good level to say that this is like peak fertility, which I've never had show up before. I had like 10 days of flashing smiley face last month, and now we have solid smiley face. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna be calm, because this is just like the first step of what we need. But the stuff that we need is actually maybe happening. Okay. We have some stuff we need to go do now, so I put this camera down. And yep, I will update you guys again soon on whatever happens from here. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, it is the day before my birthday. Well, the evening before. Just been making my birthday cake, which has been fun, but this morning I got some cramps and I got a tiny bit of spotting, and I knew that could still possibly be implantation pains, but it was like almost too late for that, and it was about when my period was due. So today was kind of horrible because it was just going back and forth in my mind, and I was just constantly going to the bathroom to check and see if there was any more or whatever. And I kind of decided with Josh that we would wait until tomorrow morning, because if I took a test tonight and it was negative but then I still didn't have my period, I would feel like maybe it was too soon to show up in the test, so I just wouldn't have any definitive answers anyway. So we decided we'll wait till tomorrow. We'd got a better chance of getting either my period coming through or a positive test. And I just went to the bathroom and I do have my period, so that means that it didn't happen this month. I kind of feel sad. I just kind of feel nothing, because everything was as it should have been. We're going to stop doing the hormonal testing now because it showed up really good this month. So basically the progesterone a week before you're meant to have your period should be above 25 if you've ovulated. And the first month I did it, it was 12, and then last month it was 20, and then this month it was 50. Right? So the fact that the progesterone was really good, and I've been doing I did my own research and I've been doing my own supplementation to increase my progesterone, and I really, really hope that works. And if so, I'll talk more about that in another video. But we had the timing right for ovulation to make sure that we were getting in that window, and then the progesterone was good, and then it still hasn't happened. So it just kind of feels like a joke a little bit. Like, you don't even feel sad because you're just like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's just not adding up. It's not even like it's not like registering in my brain properly right now, I think. I did feel better today because at least I got to joke about how maybe it's Josh's fault, so maybe you'll have to go to a place and go in a cup and then take that inside and be like, here you go, which I thought would be really funny. I don't think he finds that idea as funny. That was cheering me up at least, right? Because I was like, well, that would be really funny if we had to do that. I mean, it wouldn't be, obviously, in certain ways. That would make things more complicated, but just very weird feeling right now. Very weird. Very, very weird. Any other comments, Josh?
No.
Anyway, so it is October now. We started trying in February, so that is 8 months, right? So we are 2/3 of the way there to having tried for a year, and then if we get to a year, then we get help from the public health system here in New Zealand. So we are still making progress because we're still getting closer to getting help if we do need it, or we are having more time and more chances to actually make it happen. Okay, alright, I will see you guys soon. Bye. I promise I'll still have a nice birthday. I've got my cake. I'm gonna go for dinner with Josh at the place where we had our wedding reception. It'll still be good. Okay, alright, bye guys, talk soon.
Hey guys, it's been a little bit. I am trying to get ready for work. I'm literally here in my towel. It is November. I started putting this video together last month because I was like, oh, I have all this footage, let me start to kind of tell the story of what's been going on. I was wrecked for like 3 days watching back what's kind of come so far and what's happened, and seeing it. I was like, oh my god, I've been so sad. And it was a lot to process. I don't know why I played myself like that and was like, let me just edit this video. But anyway, hormonally everything looked really, really good last month, and then we were unsuccessful. I have this new Apple Watch which tracks temperature, so I can kind of see a bit better when it looks like I should have ovulated. That's kind of helped, and I think that we nailed the timing this month. Obviously right now, sort of 4-ish days before my period's due, my progesterone's high anyway, so I've kind of got symptoms that could be early pregnancy because of hormones, or could just be naturally this is where I'm at in the month, hormones. So I don't know where it's at. I really wanted to take a pregnancy test yesterday and I managed not to. I don't want to confuse myself by getting a negative and then wondering if it's a false negative, because that's it. If I get a negative like 4 days before my period's due, I will absolutely be like, oh, what if it's a false negative? And it won't answer anything for me. And if it's positive, I'm doing all the right things right now anyway. I can wait another 4 days to find out, you know. But I'm just really, really hoping that it's positive this month. I really am. I just really, really am. I just really am. This is why I'm still in my towel. So I can just go like that. I just really am. We've done everything right. Got to the point this month where trying to do it on the days that we needed to just became like really difficult. Which I know like all couples who take a little bit longer to get pregnant struggle with, but it just got really difficult. And so the thought of having to try like nail that timing and what we're doing again another month is just like, it's tough. I know that we can make it work, but it's tough. I'm gonna go get dressed because I have because I have work and it looks like I'm naked if I'm not in the camera properly. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye. Alright, it's November and we're gonna look at the test.
So it is, I was going to say it's early December, it's not, it's late November. And we've kind of started looking at a slightly different angle, obviously, because it takes 2 people to make a baby. At least 2. I don't know, you could have a 3rd person involved if you really wanted to.
That happens.
It takes all sorts. But yeah, we wanted to see if it was possible to see if maybe there was a factor of Josh as well, not just me. We can't necessarily do anything about it right now, but I decided that actually, initially I hadn't really wanted to know because I'm like, we can't do anything about it, but it was getting to the point where it was like, God, it looks so yellow in this light. Ooh. It was getting to the point where I was like, this is really getting me down, and I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like I'd start trying like all of the random things that everyone on Instagram tells you to do to improve your fertility and this and that and the other thing, and I'm like, I do not want to go there. So if there is a part of this that may be Josh, if there's a male factor here as well for the infertility that we may be experiencing, I want to know what that is so that I can stop hyper focusing on myself. We got the only like home sperm quality testing kit that you can get in New Zealand. Did that. Results were not as easy to read as it says on the box, but it looks like there is a lower count of the specific type that's needed to fertilize an egg. There we go. Oh my gosh. I don't know that much about the male fertility side of things yet. That's something that I'm still yet to learn about. Might be a problem with you, Josh.
Oh no.
Oh no. I mean, there was a problem with me.
I'm broken.
There's a problem with my progesterone, and we got that sorted out. You need to stop smoking and gambling. He does not smoke.
I don't gamble either.
No, it's just like the trope of like smoking and gambling, you know, like. No, so I'm really not sure there because Josh does have very good like diet and exercise and doesn't drink very much, doesn't smoke, isn't overweight. All of the other random things that they say you need to make sure that you're doing is sort of the first port of call. He kind of is already doing that. So yeah, that's it for now. See you guys again soon. Bye.
Alrighty, good morning. It is so bright. It is December. We're gonna cut straight to the chase, so I'm gonna look at this. And it's one line. One line. I hadn't been super hopeful this month just because stuff kind of hadn't happened like exactly ideally. Though I had ovulated a lot sooner, which was really exciting, and I think that that's because I've started doing acupuncture, which is one of those things that like it's not necessarily scientifically proven and peer-reviewed studies with double-blind yada yada, but God, this is so bright. Hold on. But it is something that anecdotally a lot of people have had success with, so that's why I've been doing that. But yeah, there was some other stuff that just did not line up exactly as expected, partly because I ovulated day like 15 or 16 rather than day like 20, 21, so we weren't necessarily prepared for that. We also had Josh talk to our doctor this month. He is going to go do a proper test to check all of his sperm quality, etc. And Josh is also going to start taking some just like general supplements that you can get from the pharmacy that I've done a bit of research on and have good evidence to support the efficacy for supporting sperm health in a couple of different ways. I'll break that down further if it comes to it, but sorry, trying to get the angle right on this. You can actually see me. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So we've got work to do, I suppose, is the way to put it. Maybe I'm seeing this as like a little work project. Maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. So 2 more months of trying, and then I say we qualify for help, but I really don't know what that is, and I really hope that it's not just talk about IVF. Just got really scared all of a sudden because I really hope that there's got to be. There's got to be. There will be loads more options. That isn't just IVF. We're not going to go into that panic spiral. Alrighty. Happy holidays, everyone. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Alrighty, good morning. It is January. It's quite early. We have a really early day today, which is why I look a bit crazy. So since I spoke to you last time, Josh went to do a test, which he's still awaiting the results of because of the Christmas shutdown. We just haven't got it sent through. So we're really keen to kind of know what's happening with that. It's been almost a year, so we are getting close to that time where we could be referred through. But that's not why we're here this morning. We're here because we're on day 27 today, and it looks like I ovulated sort of day 16. So today is within the realm of like when I could be taking a pregnancy test. Let's look at it. So it's one line. That is one line. Yep, no, definitely one line. Oh well, that's okay. If I haven't got my period in sort of 5 days or so, I'll probably still take another one. But yeah, it's January, still not pregnant. Alright, good morning. It is February. It's day 28 of my cycle. So if this is negative, then it's officially been a year. Which officially means a diagnosis of infertility, which means that we will be referred on, and this journey is going to change a bit. I'm feeling okay because I feel like I've already been through a lot with this, and if it is time to move on to that next stage, I'm ready for it. But if it's positive and we're moving on to a very different next stage, then I'm also ready for that, obviously. So test is right here. I'm not looking at it. I think it's been 3 or 4 minutes, so that's not pregnant. It's like you go into a trance sometimes and you just stare at it, wondering what it's going to look like when it's finally positive. Just keep looking at it from all angles to see if you somehow missed it. I will see you guys soon.